How's it going, everybody? So if you're watching this video, last May of 2023, I had deleted my YouTube channel, and really the reason why I did that is to get away from social media altogether. I deleted my Facebook, Instagram, just deleted it all, and I just felt like I was spending way too much time on the phone. And just I had other obligations that I needed to do and other things I had to take care of in life, and so I deleted everything, and it's kind of crazy how I did that and deleted all my 200 plus videos. I had almost 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube, and it had nothing to do with YouTube in general. Just everything. It was a lot to deal with. So I just felt obligated to please everyone, and I just can't feel that way. So anyways, I'm back. As you see here, the engine is out of the car. So last year, kind of give you an update, the car went to an E85 full E85 tune for the first time. And if you guys are returning YouTube watchers or viewers, sorry, and you knew that I had a built motor from 2021, the engine didn't blow, nothing blew. So last year I switched tuners to PD tuning, Ryan, and he's at EMS now. So he did a good job. He's a little slow on response, but anyways, we went to E85 for my kill tune, made 540 at the wheels and 530 torque at 28 pounds of boost with my 7163, which is right here. So this is the 7163 EFR from Full Race. It also has the SXE compressor housing, so which that allows it to do is have more flow, and it's just more efficient. And also having the upgraded wastegate, so I got the Turbo Smart on there. It's a 2-port. Actually, no, that's a single port right there. Yeah, it's a single. So it's just basically like a stock replacement. And yeah, she holds boost. I mean, it's insane. That turbo. That's probably the best spooling turbo for the size that we have on this platform. So the reason why I wanted to come back is because I felt obligated. Well, not really obligated, but I just felt like I should come back and kind of explain what happened and make more videos just for the Focus ST and RS guys. Mostly ST because this is what I have. So we're basically just, this channel is not going to be other cars. It's just going to be the Focus stuff for this platform. I've been around since 2012. I've had this car since 2012. I ordered it, special ordered, and I think it was September. Got it in November. This is a 1 out of 32 in the world. So, and how I know that is because Ford Performance, when I called them, because I have a certificate of authenticity, I think there's 1576 of these white ones made altogether. But what it was is I ordered mine with no sunroof, which automatically dialed it down to like 500 and something in the world. And then I had an ST2 package with blue Recaros, which I don't have anymore. But I have just cloth seats now because of the comfort. But the blue Recaros dialed it down to like, it was like 200 and something. And then, or maybe even less, honestly. And then I had a couple other things added. I can't really think of it, but it was they said it was one out of like 32 to 25 to 32 because of the rarity of this package that I had. So anyways, that doesn't really matter. just kind of give you a history of this car. So the engine's out. The reason for that is because I wanted to build another spare engine, and that's actually the other spare engine. So the other ones that I was going to build was over here. So this is a ST block as well, and so the block that came out of the car is over here. Actually, it looks really good. Gonna show you guys everything here. And if you're new to the channel and you're wondering, oh, why am I just like moving so fast with the camera? Well, I don't do any editing. I'm not into the editing thing. I give you a raw video. Don't like it, don't watch. It's pretty simple. So I'm pretty sure if you're an ST guy like I am, you'll respect the fact that how much I know and can provide will benefit a lot of people. And I wish I had left my channel alone and you know, left those videos up, but I was just being dumb and deleted it. So, but here's the block. This is the original block that came with the car. So the original block, the original cylinder head is in the box right there. And that's the blocks for the RS cylinder head, which I'm actually doing now. But I can't do it on the 2.0 build because I have to swap the internals out and run RS pistons for the valves, because the exhaust valves on the RS head are plus 2 millimeter bigger. So clearance would probably be most likely an issue. But look at these. I mean, look at that. Don't look bad at all. Still see the scoring marks. Well, not scoring marks, but the hone marks. She needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It's a little greasy, but yeah. So I have some ideas of, you know, making some videos. But here's the RS head. So I end up swapping the valve screen in it. I put my, what I did is took the retainers and springs out of my ST cylinder head and swapped them into this RS head. And these are just Piper valve springs with the retainers. So they're steel. The titanium ones I'm not a fan of because they are brittle. They don't last long compared to these steel ones. So this is a single valve spring, not a dual. So yeah, but I end up installing these, and I'll show a video of actually how to do that. I made like a homemade tool, but I also got this fancy valve spring compressor right here, which it's okay. I mean, I gotta get it dialed down, but I'll have to figure that out. And but I made a tool that made it really easy to get the valve springs out of the cylinder head and then install the keepers and whatnot into the head, and they don't pop out. I mean, and then I'll do a separate video on that because I don't want to be just all around here, but kind of just showing you guys an update video of everything. These are the pistons that were in the engine. I'm actually selling these. So these are mainly standard size pistons, or standard pins, but they're 26/18s, 88 millimeter eagle rods. So, and these rods, I mean, they're really good. I mean, this setup here, I ran 540 at the wheels, and I didn't do it very long, but when I did, I mean, it handled it no problem, even with the extreme duty pins aren't even in there. So, but I didn't rev it that high, so that also helps. I didn't rev over 6,800, so I gotta wrap this back up. Another thing I was kind of concerned about was my clutch. This is a spec stage 3 plus clutch that uses my billet aluminum flywheel. I don't know, it looks pretty worn out. 8,000 miles on this setup with the engine and this clutch. But there's a lot of meat left here. I mean, you can tell it's not even worn down hardly to the, even though there's marks, there's hardly any meat worn down to the rivets here. So I think I could definitely reuse this. I might have to, I don't know if I'll replace this or not. There's a little bit of etching in there, but it was working fine. I mean, this clutch grabbed great, no problems. Let's see, nothing's really changed as far as setup goes. If any of you guys are returning viewers, I think, well, I did have this change last year. I had the Mishimoto pipe. I had this welded on for the blow-off valve for my turbo kit, and because Full Race doesn't make these turbos anymore for the SDs, well, the kit anyway. And the one I got was really rare because it had V-band inlet set up. So anyways, you know, also if you guys know that I had the cowl custom 3.5 inch intake set up, so that would go in here. I had that cut out, the filter would go right in there, and it just come right down here. So there's the downpipe still. But yeah, this is pretty, it only took me 5 hours to get this out, and the hardest part was actually just lowering the engine down. But literally 5 hours. So I've done it probably 3 or 4 times. No, let's see. I took the transmission out once. That's actually harder than taking this whole thing apart, is just doing the transmission separately. Unless you got a lift, of course, but then it's probably not too bad. But taking the engine with the transmission out, if you have a hoist, it's the best, rather than having this here. But this kind of held up the top. I'm gonna get a hoist for the install. But yeah, I've had the engine out, I think I've had it out twice. So once to build it, and then this is the second time, yep. So, but I've had the transmission out as well, and to get it rebuilt. And that was a pain in the ass to put it back in, line it up. It was just too tight because the front end was on, and do it from the underneath. Pain. So yeah, that's kind of where everything's at. We got the oil pan and all that cleaned up. I'm gonna have to make some separate videos on like how to do all this. You guys probably, you know, this to make everything easier for you guys, have separate videos. Like how to do the valve keepers and springs, you know, how to do certain other things. Probably have a video about the stages of modding your car like I did before. I still have the paperwork over there for that. I have the Ford manual for my ST right here, so I know all the specs. And I just got some plastic gauge, just to try my clearances. I ordered some ACL tri-metal bearings. So I had King bimetal, which is just aluminum. They're basically like an aluminum OEM bearing, but better, just a little bit better. So, but yeah, I got all my specs here, my Ford booklet, and everything else. So yeah, I don't think there's much else to really cover. I mean, this car has been through a lot of modifications. I put the rear seats back in the back. I used to have no seats. I used to have them deleted. I still have my water mouth back here. Got my cowl right here because that comes apart, comes out really easy. Here's the head gasket. It came off the car. Friggin' thing looks brand new. So, set of spark plugs, catch cans. Here's all my injectors and whatnot, my timing chain. I'm going to reuse the timing chain just because it only has, I don't know, 1,000 miles on it, because I put another timing chain on it in between the build. So this timing chain is definitely getting reused because it's still good. I mean, you don't have to replace your timing chain every time you build your motor unless the timing chain has some significant miles on it. But I might end up getting different injectors. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna swap my injectors out. These, I don't even know how many miles all in these, but I've had them flow tested a couple years ago and they were good, so they might be okay. I haven't put only 8,000 miles on this setup, so I'm still on the original high pressure fuel pump as well. Original coil packs. The car has 54,000 miles on it. Original. Yeah, there's the high pressure fuel pump. These cams right here are the OEM cams, but I do have the stage 3 cams. They're actually, where are they? I think they're over here. Yeah, they're all underneath here. Stage 3 cams are right here. Sorry for the lighting. The lighting's pretty horrible. Let me get this light out here. Oh, and also, I'm going to do another video about, so when I do the video for this, I'm going to do another video for the valve lashing and like how to figure out what exact buckets you need. I just figured that out just recently. Had to do all the math for that. And I got to order some buckets. I'm ordering all brand new 16 buckets because they need to be smaller for the more clearance, because all my buckets were actually really tight for the stage 3 cams. So I had to order 16 of them, which is like $200 through Esslinger. But anyways, yeah, this is my mess right here. Transmission's still going good. A little dirty. I'm gonna have to pressure wash it. Today was like, it was like 60 degrees, so it's pretty nice out. Got a lot done. Tore the motor apart. Found some of the bearings were, you know, I did a little short clip on it. The bearings were, the rod bearings were, some of them were damaged. The main bearings didn't look too bad. There's some scratching. I don't know if some stuff got in the oil or if it's from when the engine shop installed them. They didn't, you know, clean properly or whatnot. But I'm going to try to do this new engine setup myself. I got the ring compressor and everything. Got the plastic gauge. I'm going to do, a bunch of different stuff. I got the 2.3 crank with the keyed, so it's keyed with the damper and the gear. And I also have the boost line rods, Molly pistons, different turbo setup. So this turbo here is going to go on the new stroker setup, just to kind of match everything up, because it's a more displacement, so I kind of want to have a more flowing, bigger flowing turbo. This turbo here can do it just fine, but I honestly want more lag. This turbo here is just ridiculous on the 2.0, and I don't want to, I'd rather have a little bit more top end as far as flow goes and reliability. So this turbo is going to take a break, and we'll hold on to that for a while. But yeah, I'm going to take you guys on this journey, how to build this thing, do a bunch of different videos on certain things, and let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. So this is the return of the WhiteBlurrST, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Appreciate it.